Here's a remake of one of our most popular videos of advice. And I actually got stopped at the Super 32s last year by a team of coaches who were laughing and saying it was so awesome. That's the best. That was the best video ever. You know, some of these college coaches and stuff also watch these. And, you know, I mean, it's just good advice. So if you've been around wrestling as long as some of us have, it's just kind of common sense stuff. But, you know, newer to wrestling, you know, part-time wrestling parent, you don't think about things, right? So, you know, that's the reason you guys come here, and I love doing it. Most important, the number one thing that all of my most successful wrestlers' parents had in common is very simple. They pulled the trigger. They signed up. And I'm not telling you to sign up for our stuff. You do what you need to do. But I'm saying, you know, I had a call. I swear to God, it was March. Dad's son's going to be a senior, wants to wrestle in college, can't get off bottom, never placed in state. I believe maybe qualified last year. I'm like, how long has he had this problem? Oh, it's his whole career. I'm like, 3 years? I go, you know, 3 days I should be top 10% in my state on bottom. 3 weeks I should be number one. You have to attack these issues, sir. We can't do this for 3 years. His whole career is probably over. I didn't say that to him, but it's probably true. I mean, it does get to be frustrating. It's like, dude, are you going to do it or not? You know, sign up for something, do it. Get running shoes, go run. Get weights, go lift. Get wrestling shoes, go to the gym, get a partner and wrestle. People say, I don't know what to do when I get there. Put your wrestling shoes on. Get in a car, drive to a wrestling room. Shake hands with a partner, and then the rest will just happen. You will figure stuff out on your own, I guarantee it. We'd spend too much time planning and organizing, and it's like before you know it, years has gone by. Some of us 20 years. Oh, I've been wanting to start this business for 2 decades. Well, guess what? You're 79 years old, probably not going to happen. I mean, you gotta grab your kid and say, you know, you tired of getting your head ripped off? Okay. You want to do something about it? Okay. Here's our options. I only have time and money for 2 of them. Pick a couple of these options. All right. Now, if you say you're going to do it, I don't hear any bull crap, because I'm going to commit. That means you're going to commit. And then when they start to hem and haw, and I don't know if I want to do it, say, I don't know if I want to sit in the bleachers and watch you get your head ripped off another year. I'm sick of it. I've been doing it for 8 years. No. Get in the car, baby boy, and let's go kick some kids' asses and lift some weights. They're going to learn from that, because the kids are going to learn the art of pulling the trigger and attacking their weaknesses and getting to work. They're also going to learn the art of hemming and hawing and postponing and thinking it over. There's nothing to think over. Did he get ridden all year and get his arms ripped off? Yep. How many years? 3 years he's been getting his arms ripped off. Okay. Then guess what? Sign up and go. Then after camp, go home and drill 3 days a week. Camp doesn't end. At least not our camp. Because you learn everything, and we prove it. We invite the parents to come and watch a final drill session where we put the kids through the entire camp right before your eyes, proving that we did the job you hired us to do and that you sent your son or daughter to our camp to do. Bring a video camera, your jaw's going to hit the floor. It simply is amazing. We just are the best. I'm just telling you. We're number one. There may be some good number twos, but we're number one. You're going to master everything. A 4-page drill plan. Take that drill plan home and drill it and say, hey, 3 days a week, you're going to get on the mat after school and you're going to drill this plan. Page 1 on Monday, page 2 on Wednesday, and on Friday, you're going to drill page 3 and 4. And you're going to do that all year. And I'm going to write the check for your camp, and that's what you're going to do. I will make you. People say, oh, I don't want to make my kids do anything. Dude, you need to make them. Now, if they don't want to do wrestling, let them quit. Let them find something that they enjoy, obviously. But if you're going to spend thousands of dollars and thousands of hours sitting in the bleachers, I mean, sure would be nice to win one of those yellow medals. Sure would be nice to walk out of here with a weight bracket. Yeah. Trim that fat off of their belly. Put them in a program. And when they say they don't want to go, say, shut up. No. You get your head ripped off. It's not fun for me. It's not fun for you either. Let's go. And they're going to learn. And they're going to be a savage adult one day. They're going to raise savage grandkids one day. It's just the way it is. So if there's an issue, like, hey, we've been thinking about joining this gym as a family and going lifting weights, just do it. Set a schedule. Someone's got to take charge at that house. Pull the trigger. If the kids are not in shape, go into the pantry and throw all the junk food away. I did what my kids were like too. I told my wife, we're not going to keep this shit in the house. It's not happening. If we go to the store and they want a candy bar, fine. There's no candy in this house. There's no chips. We don't have Kool-Aid. We don't drink sugar in this house. No. We haven't done that. My kids are 26 and 7 years old. Right? My daughter looks like a freaking fitness model, and she's had 2 kids. She's a monster. So is my wife. No, we don't do that. So if you've been thinking about it, do it. If you've been thinking about lifting weights, do it. If you've been thinking about going to this awesome camp and getting your kids' ass kicked, and then knowing in 3 or 4 months that they're going to be the ones winning, do that. If there's a big tournament coming in town, sign up. Oh, well, my kid's nervous because, he or she, they usually like to cut weight, and it's a summer event, and they're afraid they're going to get their head beat in. They just don't want to cut weight. Don't cut weight. Don't cut weight. Go there and scrap. Who cares? Because you're exercising the muscle of pulling the trigger. And see, some of us are like stupid spontaneous, right? And I get criticized all the time. Like, dude, do you not even think before you do shit? I'm like, half the time I freaking don't. Gets me in some trouble. But ultimately, I do think it's a good thing. And you got to tone it down a little bit. And then some of us are the opposite direction. We've been spending decades of our life thinking about it. It's like, dude, you're thinking about it your life away. You think about your kid's high school career away. He thought about his weightlifting, his body's never going to be what it should be as a 17-year-old man. He's been thinking about lifting weights since he was 13, 14, 15, 5 years. At some point in time, you got to just pull the trigger, and it is a muscle. Then you get good at it. Coach says, hey, I know it's last notice, but now Friday after next, we're going to Iowa. We got invited to a dual meet event. Who wants to go? Oh. My hand goes up. See, I'm learning, and we do this at my practices. And I just kind of have a little rant, and I'm like, who wants to go to the Greco tournament? Yep. Hey, who wants to get in front of the class and read chapter 1? Yep. Who wants to sit in the first 3 rows of class? We have room up here. Yep. Who wants to help pick up the weight room? Yep. Who wants to lift weights after school? Yep. Who wants to do open mat and do bleacher sprints and drilling? Yep. Who wants to join the marketing team at school? It's once a week for 3 weeks. Might be some hot girls in there. Yep. Who wants to do the Greco tournament? Yep. What the hell are you doing, Purler? You never wrestled Greco. I don't care. I'll figure it out. Is there going to be a clinic? Yep. Okay, I'll do it. You sure? Yep. Yeah, that's a good exercise. And my kids and parents laugh at me sometimes for these little stuff, but I just know that it's true. So that's the number one. Number one thing my parents of my most successful athletes all have in common is they pulled the trigger. They pulled the trigger. Yep. Get in the car, and they pushed. They pushed. And you might say in the comment section, well, I know this one dad, he got his 9-year-old up in the morning at 5 a.m. and made him run hill sprints in the rain. Oh, yeah, I don't think that's probably a good thing. But the little fat kid can put his Cheetos and video game controller down and go to wrestling practice. Well, he doesn't want to get burned out. No, he doesn't want to do the work because he wants to eat Cheetos and play video games. It ain't about burnout, bro. Your kid's working you. He's playing you like a cheap guitar. No video game for a week. You're going to do 6 hours of wrestling and 30 hill sprints. Then you get the video game back. Cheetos, they're gone. You're never getting those. You know, I mean, then... See, they want to wrestle. They want you to spend $1,000 on Tulsa Nationals or Kentucky Nationals or the high school. Oh, I want to go to the high school Fargo tournament. Oh, there's $4,000. It's like, I better see a little effort here, big boy, right? So, I want to see you say yep and put in a kick-ass effort for 6 weeks. Then I'll say yep, and I'll sign you up for that big tournament. And I'll also say yep to working some overtime, saving all that money, because I don't have money for this stuff. So that's number one. There you go. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Share this with 5 others.